I don't know if you've noticed all the hot takes that are getting hotter these days, and I thought that maybe this had reached the apex a couple of years ago when Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith were together at the mothership. But the reason why it's not going away anytime soon is because they sell. You click on stories all the time, right? How many times have you read a headline and you go, oh, okay, there's a contrarian headline. I'll click on it, little clickbait. And I've dropped my fair share as well, I'm sure, on this show. Today's media is in a tough spot because and I grew up with well-reported stories, but they're not cost-effective. Newspapers are dying, and you don't need these great reporters anymore. You know what a good reporter is right now? He's the guy who goes, I'm hearing. We never dealt with that. That was never the case growing up. I'm hearing. Yeah, Seton.
Well, a lot of the media seems to be, not all of it, but it seems like a lot of it is more interested in telling you they have access to things you don't rather than giving you news. So it's more like I'm hearing because I'm on the inside. So I know all this stuff because I talk to the right people. So here's what I'm hearing about it rather than actually telling you, hey, I heard from 2 people that this is what's going to happen.
Yeah, Fritzy.
And they're less worried about being wrong or not 100% right as opposed to getting out in front of everyone else and beating everybody and being able to say, I told you so, in a competitor's face that they had it first.
If you don't like that kind of sports coverage, then I got bad news for you because it's not changing anytime soon. You want to say something and you want to get attention. And look, I don't know Max Kellerman. I think he's a very bright guy, and people piled on because he said the other day. I didn't see it. I was told about it. Read it on a website that Kawhi Leonard was more clutch, I believe, than Kobe Bryant.
At basketball?
I believe. And look, I don't want to take it out of context. That was what the headline was, that Kawhi is more clutch than Kobe. And I went, okay. I don't know what that's based off of. But then, Max is somebody also said that Larry Fitzgerald might be a future Hall of Famer. And I'm going, I'm going to disagree with that one. I think he's first ballot. But he does want you to talk about it. And the problem that you have nowadays is that's if you're beginning in this business or want to get in this business, you feel like you have to have hot takes. Doesn't mean you have to be right. Nothing wrong with being a contrarian. And being correct is, that doesn't matter. It's just, I'm going to throw it out there. And then you'll get guys who say, I'm hearing. And then if you say, hey, you're the one that said, hey, I'm just reporting what I'm hearing. And you don't have to have a source. You can act like you have a source. And you don't have to have a hot take on every damn topic. How about you do this? I don't know right now. I'm not quite sure. That's where you get guys who get in trouble, where they got to have a hot take, and then they're telling you about guys who aren't on the team. They hadn't been on the team in a while, but they're going to have a big impact in the playoff game coming up this weekend. It's because you have to have a hot take. And all of these executives, and it started with Michael Wilbon and Tony Kornheiser, but they did it in a good way. They were sharp. Those are former reporters, still reporters, Mike is, but they've been doing it for 20, 25, 30 years, and they got on there and gave you educated conversation. Occasionally they'd get in each other's faces, but, you weren't hearing, hey, sources are I'm hearing, it gets a little loose there. And I really get nervous as we move forward in this business. When I get ready to bow out as we move forward, everybody thinks they got to have a hot take. Used to be everybody thought you had to have a catchphrase here. Hey, I got a great catchphrase. I could be a sportscaster. Boom goes the dynamite. All right, that probably won't get you too far. But good luck with that. And now it's, hey, I got a hot take here. What's the hot take? I'm going to go with something outlandish, something wild. And then you're going to notice me.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on VR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.